Hi everyone, I'm Ale and there are exactly 6 months since I moved here to Tokyo, and in this video I wanted to share my personal impression, experience and some useful tips if you also want to come here longer terms or you just want to know more about how it's life here in Tokyo. So let's begin. So we moved here at the beginning of spring of this year when the blooming season was almost finished, 2 weeks before our school started. I think that was a great decision because there are so many things to do to get yourself accommodated. 2 weeks are, I think, the bare minimum. First thing first, talking about the accommodation, like our apartment, we are lucky enough to have it partially furnished, and when we came, water and electricity was already connected, plus we have internet, so super great. We didn't have to do much about it, but it had to become livable, of course. So me and my best friend did a lot of shopping around. It was indeed fun, but also very energy consuming. Luckily we're two, so we didn't have to do so many trips, but it took a long time. After this 2 weeks of adjustment period, where we also begin our bureaucracy things, we started school. We ended up in 2 different classes. She does the morning classes and I do the afternoon one. When you get to start school, it gets busy very fast because you have to get not only used to the teaching system but to other stuff too. So I kindly advise everyone who comes here to do your bureaucracy as much as you can beforehand. Talking about bureaucracy, you have your Zaryu card that they give you when you enter here at the airport. They do give you a QR code when you enter in, but it's rather confusing to understand what they want from you. Generally speaking, on the Zaryu card on the back you have to have your address stamped, so you have to go to the town hall to make it done, and you have to be there early morning if you want to get out by afternoon. When you have your school ID, you go to the office that is responsible for your health insurance. If you are here from more than 3 months, it's mandatory. It's very convenient for the students and the best thing you can do, because without it you might get into trouble and it would be also very expensive. Then the third and last thing you need to do is your My Number card. It's basically a card that enables you to go work. When you get to the point you want to work, you have to have it, and you also can combine your health insurance inside if you want, so you have one card instead of 2. Getting used to life and bureaucracy, it's the majority of your time and this is what happened to us. Even though we got to meet some new people and explore Tokyo also a lot, it was quite energy consuming. We are here on a student visa, on a language student visa that has a maximum period of 2 years. After that you have to decide if you want to do university, school or job or something else. My school, it's called the ISI language school. There are different campuses around Japan and at least 2 here in Tokyo, I believe. I did a collaboration with them actually. You can see in the description one day in my school life if you wanna see it. It doesn't matter if you know Japanese or you don't know. They might throw in 1 or 2 words in English if they see you that you are completely out of it, but they are strictly speaking only in Japanese, so take that in account. I did start with an N4 level and that was barely enough to grasp what they wanted from me. And not only this Japanese school, of course, all Japanese schools, they speak only in Japanese. They do have teachers that know English well, and the people who are responsible for documentation also, so you get clarifications from them in English, but the lessons are in Japanese. And not only that, they are super fast and intense. So just to tell you that from the basic intermediate level from which I've started, now I'm an intermediate level, the amount of things we have to do and learn has doubled, like literally doubled. And the more you go, you would think, yeah, I am, starting to grasp the language better, so maybe there's less pressure. No. It's the contrary. The more you advance, the faster it gets and the more you have to learn. Actually, I was not so prepared as much as I thought. It was very great the first 3 months because I got like, yeah, to review what I have already studied. But now that we do completely new stuff I haven't even heard or seen before, oh boy, at one point I was like, yeah, now it's question of survival. Like beforehand I was like, yeah, I want a good grades, I want to be model students. Now I'm like, survival. Schools here are no joke, and if you think you're coming here and you can skip school, then it's a no, because when you get to do your visa again they will just not approve it. So it's a full-time job. Afterwards maybe you get of course time after school and the weekends to do things, but you also have to consider that you need rest. On this account I want to go to the next topic, that will be health. It's no secret that life in Tokyo it's very fast-paced, at least for my standard, not only on the streets, I mean in personal life as well, because you go to school, you study, you come back, you have a bunch of new other homeworks, and then you want to go outside or you want to meet new people, and then you have your normal life. You have to go grocery, clean, you know, the things you have to do as a human being. So you get drained very fast. Also the changing climate, eating, sleeping schedule, it's a big toll on your health. So if you are a bit older, you better be very careful when you're coming here to not over exercise yourself, because me being a healthy grown woman in the prime of her energy, I got sick more here during the summer than in 1 year in Italy. You are constantly tired, and then there's super hot weather outside, it's difficult to bear. You get inside, it's freezing because they have air conditioning on the maximum. Getting sick, it's just very easy. Of course, for first time getting some basic medicine to keep with you. So one thing I have to advise is keep it calm. You can do everything, just space it in the time equally. Do things on vacation, like in between trimesters we have 2 weeks vacation, better doing them during that time. Let's talking about an actual job. Coming here of course requires money, and one point they end, so you better start earning them here. One point you get to do a part-time job. For that you need a special stamp on your salary card. So remember, you can do that either when you enter the country or when you go to the town hall to do other stuff. You have to have permission, the My Number card I have mentioned before with your health insurance. Then you have to do of course interviews. Well, here depends what you want to work. If you know very little Japanese, it's still possible to work. There are big chains that basically do interviews in English, or you can find restaurants that specialize in your cuisine. Then they are very much welcoming native speakers, because it's kind of seen as more prestigious. Otherwise you have to be very good at Japanese if you want to join a Japanese team, and you not only have to be good in Japanese but also in the formalities of the job and the keigo, the specific language that is used there. Before you get a real job, I think it's very important you get to do a part-time job. You learn a lot from there, language-wise, of course. If you are a person who has more difficulties making friends at work, it's a sure thing, you have to learn it. But on the other hand, it's also time-consuming, and here students have a maximum of 28 hours of work per week, except when you are on vacation, because you have to prioritize your studies. But you have to make sure that who gives you work also knows it, because you then might get in trouble, because if you do too many hours at the end and you want to do your visa again, better be careful there. And for working, you also need a bank account. The easier bank account you can get here, it's at the post office. You better have Google Translate or something with you, because they use formal language, and even in the big town halls like Shinjuku, there are no English speakers almost. That's a tip for you. You can do different cards. You can use them maybe to open some other way of payments here, like they use a lot of PayPay, where they pay through QR codes. When opening it, you have like to to have also a hanko. It's a stamp, your personal stamp, so you have also to go do that, have it done. And maybe you can also ask help for your school. Like for me, the one who introduced me to this was my school. They had certain timetables where some people from the post office would come and help you do it. It was very nice. And also talking about jobs, there is the normal part-time job, but there are also a lot of other options. I personally was a bit daring and I did enroll myself in a couple of model agencies. Now, not for fashion shows, of course, because I'm not either tall nor skinny, but for like background or international actors, like do small roles or just in the background somewhere there. And I have to say that with only one agency, because I don't have time to keep up with more, but if you have, please do. With only one agency, I did get like one job per month, and they do pay you quite well, like the double of the rate you would work normally. It's occasional and you might not get selected because clients have their own requirements, but if you do, I recommend it. Doing it is very funny. You get to meet a lot of new people, and I surprisingly, even though I have very little experience in this field, I did to do some quite huge projects. Even though I was in the background, you get to maybe meet some celebrity you are interested in. I'm personally not very aware, but my Japanese friend was like, oh yeah, you've been with this, oh yeah, this is a very famous actor, did in a soap opera. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't know that. But anyhow, it was very funny, so you might also consider it if you have time. I did more than 1 or 2 applications for other jobs, but sadly my Japanese level it's not good yet. It was good to make the experience to do the interview. Very nice, because you get to experience it before doing it to an actual job that maybe you are very nervous, interested into. And the last one I did actually this month, and I think I will start to work soon at the restaurant, but I am kind of postponing it because this month I have the entrance exam to my university, and it does stress me out of my mind, so I wanna I try to do one thing at a time. So going onwards and speaking about my future plans, my university, how things change in 6 months. My head is still spinning. So I had one plan coming here. It was a one intensive course for fashion, but then I got talked with my school, my language school, and the teacher was like, yeah, but that's not a master's, you might considering doing a real master's. And that's where the problem comes, because a real master's, guys, in fashion, it's very expensive, plus it's not 1 year but 2 years where you get to have, of course, an amazing school life. But I was quite worried about my Japanese level, because even though I'm here 6 months, guys, I am an intermediate for in university with need advanced basic, and I don't know if I can make it in time. But I was like, okay, let me consider it. And I did speak with my parents and shared my thoughts, and they shared theirs, because I can't do it on my own. The school is really too expensive, you can't even imagine. So I was like, okay, I don't know if I get into it, but I will try. And I was like, once I decided, and the period of the examination, because they have different periods, the first one was coming by, I was like, I will write to them and get to do a language interview. So basically you have to have some certificate like the GLPT or the AGU to enter university, but some offer, if you are on time, interviews for your language knowledge. So even though you don't have yet, as I do, the certification, you get the possibility to do their entrance exam. And I passed it. Like, I was so surprised because it was so fast. Like, I made the application, but like, yeah, next week. I was like, what? Next week? So I did it in 1 week. I don't know how. I showed my project, and I seen it. She's one of the teachers. She was interested in my project as well. We did to speak. I went last week and filled in my application for the exam. Thanks to my amazing also teacher at the ISI, who kindly checked everything for me beforehand, because the application is just too difficult. Even with ChatGPT helping me with translation, I was like, what? I need the translation of what? And now I am preparing for the entrance exams that are mid-October, and I'm freaking out, guys. So this is my future, so frantic, everything. Of course, I am super happy because I get to do what I really want. So I already have that entrance exam this month. I will share with you how it will go, hopefully well. I am preparing right now. These are my future intention, will be to get into my master's. I really want to attend and hopefully do a part-time job to help myself live here because money goes fast away. So this is it so far. I hope my experience was somehow interesting to you. I did babble a lot here and there, and I hope it was clear enough, understandable. I try my best to explain it. If you have something you want to ask or to make some videos more in depth about it, please comment down below. I was not so active, of course, on YouTube lately because of so many things going on. Hopefully I will be more present on YouTube if I can. I need to see it, figure things out. Thank you for staying till the end, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.